Hi, this is Brick here with SmarterQueue, and in this video I'll be walking through how to use Analyze a Social Profile. You can use Analyze a Social Profile to gain valuable insight into both your connected profiles and your competition. Monitor your own performance over time, even from before you started using SmarterQueue, or look up your competitors' Facebook pages to quickly learn what already works in your niche. Jumpstart your social strategy and immediately learn what hashtags you should be using, how many times per month you should be posting, when you should be posting, what types of content, and more. To get started, navigate to Analytics, then Analyze Social Profiles. Click on the tab for the relevant social network, and then select the connected social profile you'd like to analyze. If you're on a free trial or your plan includes advanced analytics, then you can also look up any Facebook page using the search bar. This is great to be able to learn from your competition and peers so you can build a winning strategy right from the start. Let's look up a Facebook page together. We'll analyze Gary Vaynerchuk, a world-renowned entrepreneur and authority on digital marketing and social media. After typing in the username, a list of all related accounts will populate so you can find the correct one. Next, select a date range. You'll have the option to view any period of time you like. When getting started, it will be useful to look at all time for an overview of an account's social history, as well as the past 3 to 6 months of data for an updated snapshot. Moving forward, you can also use date ranges to track the performance of specific campaigns or seasonal periods. Alright, let's click Analyze to load the results. In looking at the data, you'll be able to gain insight into the parts of the strategy that are working and what can be improved for the social profile you've analyzed. The first section of analytics includes an overview of the social profile. Here you can see generally how many posts have been published in the time frame analyzed, what types of content, and some average engagement analytics. In this example, we can see that Gary Vaynerchuk published 520 posts in the last 3 months, 16% of which included links, while 10% featured images and a whopping 66% featured videos. 1% of the posts included hashtags, while 4% included @mentioned users. His posts received an average of 2K likes per post and 289 shares per post. The next section includes information on what publishing tools the page is using, as well as a breakdown of the engagement. SmarterQueue will show Facebook as the source, even though they might be using a scheduling tool. Next, under engagement by content, we can see what types of content receive higher engagement. You can quickly see what sort of content does well for your and your competitor's audience and which content doesn't. So moving forward, you know exactly what format of content to create. Here, you can see that posts with an image received 9.7K likes, while posts with a link and an image only received 1.4K likes. Moving forward, if Gary Vee were a competitor or had a similar audience to us, we'd know to create more image-based content. Next up, let's take a look at hashtags. If you're not sure how many hashtags to use on your posts, look no further. The answer lies right here in engagement versus number of hashtags. Here, you can see the average engagement for posts including various numbers of hashtags. In this chart, you can see that most of Gary Vee's posts didn't include hashtags and received an average of 2.1K likes per post and 292 shares per post. Meanwhile, the posts that included one hashtag received an average of 549 likes per post and 63 shares per post. It might be worthwhile digging a bit deeper to see how hashtags can boost engagement. Now, you might be wondering which hashtags to use. Under most used hashtags, you'll see a list of hashtags that the analyzed profile is already using in order of frequency of use. Hashtag ChatGPT was used on 2 posts over the last 3 months, therefore making it the most used hashtag. Keep in mind, hashtags that are used more frequently aren't necessarily the best for engagement. Hashtags can also be used to track campaigns, competitions, challenges, and more. The sections on top hashtags for likes and top hashtags for shares sorts the list of hashtags by engagement. Each tag is color-coded. You can think of the colors like a heat map where red represents hot, high engagement, and green represents cool or low engagement. Hashtag dream and hashtag ChatGPT are red hot and therefore the top hashtags for likes. By hovering over each hashtag, you'll see a breakdown of how many posts used the hashtag and other average engagement metrics based on the platform. Hashtag Dream was used only on 1 post, so it is unlikely that the hashtag caused higher engagement. However, some of the other red and orange hashtags on the list may have been used on more posts. With more data points, you can more accurately determine whether a hashtag might have contributed to higher engagement. These are the hashtags you can continue or start using on your own posts. If you'd like to dive deeper into the analytics for a specific hashtag, then you can click on the relevant hashtag to further filter your data. mentions analytics works similar to hashtag analytics. Here you can see a list of the users that were @mentioned in posts. The first section, most mentioned, sorts these accounts by frequency. Gary Vee mentioned his media company @VFriends in 6 different posts over the last 3 months, therefore making it the most mentioned account. Top mentions for likes and top mentions for shares sorts the list of @mentioned users by engagement. These sections can give you a good idea of which accounts may be the best to collaborate and partner with on social media to garner more engagement. By mentioning and interacting with other accounts on social media, you can grow your following and start conversations that reach new audience similar to your own. Next, under post per month, we can see the posting habits of the Analyze Social page. If you're not sure how frequently to post, look up your closest competitor and see how often they're posting each month. This is a great place to start, though remember, consistency is key. Gary Vee posted 195 times in the months of March and April, which is not consistent with his posting habits of the previous month. So we see that posting consistently is crucial to the success of his social media strategy, but keep in mind that if you don't receive high engagement, you may need to consider reducing the number of posts per month as you might be overwhelming your audience. Remember, more is not always better. The sections on average likes and shares per post can give you a better idea of how well your content is received. Wondering when is your best time to post? Here's the answer. The section on posting times highlights the engagement received at each time of the day throughout the week. You can see each day of the week written down the left-hand vertical axis and military time numbers across the top horizontal axis representing the 24-hour clock. The size of each specific hour bubble will tell you the number of posts that have gone out within that hour. As for engagement, again, the data is displayed as a heat map. The more red a specific hour bubble is, the hotter it is when it comes to engagement, while a more green color signifies lower engagement. A big red dot, like the one at 6 p.m. on Thursdays in this example, indicates that many posts have been published at that time and the average engagement is high. This is a great time to keep or start posting. A big green dot, like the ones at 7 p.m. or 19 o'clock, Mondays and Fridays, indicates that many posts have been published at that time, but they consistently receive lower average engagement. Moving forward, you might consider trying new times to post, as this time isn't performing very well. A tiny red dot like the one at 7 p.m. on Wednesday means you've only posted a few times at that slot, but you've got very high engagement. With such little data from so few posts, the high engagement could have been due to a number of other factors other than the time. With that said, it's worth investigating and testing to see if the timing helped. This final section of analytics covers post insights. This is a list of all of the posts from the months analyzed in chronological order. Click on a column header, for example likes, to reorder the posts in the order of engagement. You can now quickly see what the top posts were in the month and look for similarities. What was the tone of voice? Is there an image? Emojis? What times were these posted? Click to view the post natively on social media or import it directly into your queue. Alright, there you have it. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch by sending an email to hello@smarterque.com.